Right, I'm out in the woods as I've been a lot lately, collecting flowers, seed pods, leaves to make the artwork for the new record and all the singles and stuff. The sun's out after loads of days of rain, so I thought I'd come out and share something about the record. Collaborations. The first track I'm releasing is called I Hear You, I See You, and it's with Nat Birchall playing saxophone. So collaborations for me, there's an importance in terms of who's the right fit for trying to communicate what I'm trying to communicate with the music, who I feel is going to express a part of me that I can't express personally, who can contribute their voice in a way that I understand and I feel as well, but bring something unexpected. But then there's also a personal story for me. These records are very personal diaries of my own life, and so I have these little things dotted throughout them. Nat Birchall I first probably heard with Matthew Housel when Wild Wild 45s would have booked them to play, I think probably the Vibe Bar. I'm guessing it's like 2007, something like that. And then actually Nat Birchall and his band played at my album launch of my debut record, Along Came the Devil One Night. There's a huge connection of time for me, moments that I'm drawing together. I had actually, probably not long after that, messaged Nat about a collaboration. When I went to connect with him this time, I didn't have his email address, so I went to Facebook Messenger, and in there was a message from 10 years ago saying, would you like to collaborate? And Nat saying very graciously, yes, that'd be great, we should do it. And then obviously me doing nothing about it, and my fault. But now it's happened. I went back there to continue a very long overdue conversation, and collaborations, making connections. Cleveland Watkins is on the album, and that connects back to me being 15 years old. The really long connections, and they just hopefully enhancing the sense of magic and experience for me personally in making these records is communicated in the sense of feeling and depth in the record itself, and that brings something for you, I hope. I Hear You, I See You was recorded on a piano. I'd been working on another project that day. I'd been looking for a very specific type of piano sound, and I found it, and when I was testing it out, I just came up with these first few chords that just felt just really beautiful, and there was something in them that really evoked a feeling in me. And but I was in the middle of a project, so I put them aside for the day and carried on with that thing. And then I finished, thankfully, a bit early in the afternoon, and went back to have another little play with those chord ideas, and something very, very quickly and naturally evolved. So I recorded it once and it was okay. I recorded it a second time and the feeling was so much better, although there was errors in it, and that's fine. Feeling's the thing that matters, right? So the sun was going down, and really rare for whatever it was, April I think, and it was just such a beautiful feeling in the studio that day, and the piano had calmed me down. This soothing feeling, it calmed me down so much. So I set up 2 microphones and sort of stereo setup and recorded for 30 minutes or so. Just recorded over and over percussion parts over the top of the piano that I'd done. And when I'd finished that, I sent it over to Nat and said, what do you think? Would you be up for doing this? He said yes. I think the following day he sent back his recording, which was one single take of him on saxophone, as you'd expect. In a way, it's the closest I guess we could get to doing something live in a room, with it being like, one go from me and then one go from him. And I think you can hear it. There's a real ease in how this was created that is kind of unique in my making, because I rework things a lot normally, and I hope you can hear that kind of natural feeling. Then on another walk like this, the lyrics sort of came to me, and I sent them over to Faye Houston, who provided this beautiful choir for the music, which you will hear. And yeah, that's it. I Hear You, I See You, out on June 25th. The first single from my new album, my 6th album, which is very special to me. Through this whole experience of lockdown, there's loads of stories I'll tell you about how it all came together. Maybe all of them out in the woods. But yeah, that's that one from now. I hope you're going to love it. Please take some time to listen and enjoy it. Shut your eyes. Let it roll over you, and then share it with loads of people, right? Link for pre-savers in the, whatever. We'll speak again soon.